The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster.
The best dogs in the state.
Is second best. The famous dog is third.
What the heck, bro? What the hell? Olha, jovem Alan, eu acho que eu vou tá passando aí de achar todas as páginas, tá? Isso não está parecendo ser convidativo. Tipo, not a fucking bit. Yeah, as I thought. Cara, agora só porque eu tô aqui... Eu quero ver. Agora eu fiquei bolado.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Cara, eu acho que dá pra fazer, tipo, segunda-feira. Não sei se a Bruna vai querer assistir, que eu gosto de assistir as coisas quando ela quer assistir, eu gosto de assistir com ela, tá ligado? Bro, what the hell? Tá, eu acho que eu skipei alguma coisa, não é possível. Mas se ela não quiser assistir, cara, na segunda-feira eu acho que dá. É o único dia que eu acho que eu vou ter disponível pra assistir. Tipo, o próximo, tá ligado? Mano, eu não sei se eu fui pro lado certo ou não. Eu tô achando que eu deveria ter continuado ali. Só que... I drag this coffin just in case. Eu acho que você tá meio brabo, amigo. A gente pode conversar sobre isso? Ah, só... Eita porra, pera aí. Complicated, né, meu bro? Complicated, mano. Tivemos que usar aí a força. Depois eu pego essa página aí, tá bom? Depois a gente conta essa história. Ai, eu não posso mais pegar a pilha. That's going to be creepy.
It bestows immortality on those who advance it.
Eu lembro disso.
All of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Satan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
Night Springs. Eu acho da hora demais isso, cara, nos jogos da Remedy. Control, né? Control tem. In Night Springs.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
What? What did I do?
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Oh, hi! Oh, hi!
Even with the engine takes dropping bounce. Is it easy and fatal? Count you.
Nossa, 2 pelo preço de 1, mano. Pera aí que é muito roubada essa arma. Eita, porra, aquele ali. Eita. Pera aí. Corre. Não! What the fuck, man? I was getting binged, bruh. Can I shoot this thing? I think I can. Ah, come on, bruh. You know what I can do with you all, right?
It can be dangerous.
Dangerous!
Patience, even with the engine takes
Ai, ai.
Count your tools before. Forgotten inside there. Destroyed. Then return.
Mentira, que eu esquivei, jogo. Oh! Mentira! Otário! Caminhada nórdica.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Sacanagem, tá? Porque eu desviei do cara, mano. Didn't like that, bro. Foi tipo isso aí mesmo, mano. É complicado. Cadê Jovem Climber? Jovem Climber também é uma pessoa, Jovem Climber. Cara, esse jogo...
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Esse jogo, ele era um... Cara, eu lembro quando eu cheguei nessa parte a primeira vez, eu falei assim... Meu amigo, que jogo é esse, velho? Que jogo bonito, tá ligado? Still pretty, though.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself.
Still pretty. Still freaking pretty, bro. Cara, resolveu o problema, tá? Do... Look at this, bro. It's fucking pretty game. Cara, Alan Wake 2 não tem FOV? O 1 tem, né?
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Só gansou.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Annual Deer Fest in 7 days. Não tiver, você pode forçar a FOV. Tá cara essa gasolina, tá? A não ser que eles arrumaram aí os preços, mas... Tá cara essa gasolina, tá? Tipo, nos preços atuais, praticamente. Eu lembro que o pessoal lá da Europa, lá na Itália principalmente, tava reclamando do preço da gasolina, que era 1,50. Assim, não, 1,50 no mais barato. Diz que estavam pagando 2 euros pelo litro, mas assim... E era na época que a gente tava pagando 7 contos aqui no Brasil. That's still accurate.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
I'm losing my mind. Losing na. For these games, yeah, bruh. Fucking expensive price of gas, man. Oh, I can use the ring. Gas price were really high. Cara, mano, tipo, tava muito caro nessa época ali. A 78ª Festa Anual do Cervo. Dia 18 a 15 de dezembro. Eu juro pra você que eu vi o 18. Eu vi o 15 e eu não vi o 18. Eu falei 18 e eu não vi o 18 e falei 15. Don't know. De 15 a 18 de setembro, jogos e atividades, bilhetes de rifa, competição de pesca, concurso de tortas e competição surpresa, músicas ao vivo, para as crianças, Charlie Dentuço à tarde, e a incrível fantasmagoria de Montgomery, o místico, à noite. Não perca o desfile lendário do Festival do Cervo. Na verdade, da Festa do Cervo, né? Mas esse festival também serve. Média de 3,30 em 2010? What the heck, bro? Pior que é isso mesmo, cara. Eu falei... Nordic Walking. Oh, that's... Incontestably proven health benefits. Fine. Ler o quê? Você quer que eu leia aqui de novo? Não quero ler aqui de novo, já li. Just looking for groceries. Do you have condoms? I need condoms, bro. This is not condoms. Green.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Mano.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Cara, eu acho que Alan Wake é um dos melhores jogos da Remedy, né, velho? Eu não sei, velho. Todos são muito bons. Mas é que nem você falou, né? Graças ao Alan Wake existe o universo da Remedy. What the fuck, man? There is no cabin. Dura bastante pelo visto. Se falar no rosto, eu só recomendo não ir pra um lugar que você sue bastante. Ou se você acha que você vai, tem uma outra coisa que você passa que é pra manter no rosto por mais tempo, que é o primer mesmo. Você, tipo, terminou de passar a maquiagem, depois você terminou de fazer a pasta taken. Depois você fez a maquiagem toda, você passa um negócio no rosto que ele mantém aqui, tá ligado?
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Honey, I know these jeans.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Peguei garrafa de café, foda-se. Um e 9. Pegar a página manuscrito, sim, pelo amor de Deus. Adoro histórias.
Goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Caralho.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Caralho, mano. Caralho, velho. Oh. Que é isso, Mr. Wake? Alan Wake. Mano, você sabe o que me lembra? Aquele cara do... Olha as armas ali. Aquele cara... Tomb Raider? Max Payne? Max Payne, né? É aquele cara do... A entidade. Cara, lembra muito, velho. Also Diablo 4 is a farming game. Yeah, bro. That's Alex Casey Books, a.k.a. Max Payne. É esse aqui, não. Não, aquele é o Sudden Stop. Alex Casey, olha lá, ó. Alex Casey, oh, man, bruh. E aí? Que é esse QR Code? Esse QR Code não tinha antes, não, hein? E esse QR Code aqui, em Remedy, Let me see if I can scan this.
The dark place was an endless waking dream. I saw visions carried by the ebb and flow of different dream states. They seeped in from the reality beyond.
Pera aí.
The dark place was an endless waking dream. I saw visions carried by the ebb and flow of different dream states. They seeped in from the reality beyond. Things I had a connection to, but also things I couldn't possibly know. I used them in my writing to make it real, so that the parts that weren't would become so. And there were visions that I knew were not real, ideas I had lost, often of Casey. I had written about him for years. I used them as well. The lies had to feel true for them to become true. Had I always written this way? Even before? Seen things without realizing I was seeing them? Thinking they were mine? Was this what inspiration was for me?
Vision 2. Brabo, tá? Drake, meu lindo, como é que você está, mano? Tudo bem? Viciou em beisebol? Cara, beisebol eu não curto. Eu gosto de rugby mesmo, cara. O esporte foreign que eu gosto é rugby. Really like them. I don't know. Aqui, ó. Return to Sender and Alex Casey thriller. What Alex Casey, an Alex Casey thriller. Brabo. Brabo. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Que romântico, mano. Velas? Acho que a hora que eu voltar pro meu quarto e eu conseguir dormir com a minha esposa de novo, eu vou meter umas velas lá também.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the 3rd day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Cara, a gente fala de calor aqui, mano. Mas eu acho que Blizzard é pior do que calor, cara. Calor, você vai na piscina, tá ligado? Pá. Blizzard, não sei se fudeu, cara. Se tiver muito frio a esse ponto... Eu lembro que a minha irmã contava as histórias lá, que uma vez ela caiu no... minha irmã morou um tempo no Canadá. Foi ela que caiu, se não me engano, que ela, tipo, voltou correndo pra casa porque a perna dela afundou na neve. Aí tinha risco de necrosar. Eu gosto de quase todos. Rugby, futebol americano, golfe, tênis, beisebol e por aí vai. Cara, Rugby. E só, eu acho que... assim, esporte que eu gosto... Não sei, né, se Fórmula 1 é considerado esporte, mas eu gosto de Fórmula 1, MotoGP. E Rugby. Eu acho que é isso. O resto... E beisebol. E basquete. Agora o resto... Calor pra caralho. Blizzard de tempestade. A temperatura e mata muito fácil. É que a tempestade, mas aí depois vem o que sobra do Blizzard, né? Por isso que eu tô falando que é pior. Tá ligado? Que daí depois que sobra... Essa daqui, inclusive, é fora do comum, né, mano? Atravessa até as paredes, velho. Claro que o automobilismo é esporte, então show. É isso aí, pronto, ó. Gosto pra caramba também. Essas luzinhas tão bonitas, tá? Deixa eu tomar banho. Você sabe como é que funciona isso aqui? Pelo menos lá pelo menos quando eu fiquei lá numa casa na Itália... Isso aqui ele é aquecido. Então você coloca aqui, tipo assim, não é aquecido pegando fogo. Aí ele seca a toalha, fica seca depois, mano. Alex Casey. Porra, mano, eu acho sacanagem isso, mano. Eles podiam ter o direito de usar. Porra, é foda, mano, você perder o direito de ter ligação legal do universo dos seus jogos É isso.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Ô, louco! A TVzinha nova, meu irmão, pra pôr ali, ó. Bem ruim a posição, tá? Oh, mano, quem que faz isso? Ó, na moral, jovem Alan, é o seguinte. A gente vem aqui, pega esse sofá, você coloca ele bem aqui. Vira essa mesa do contrário pra ficar aqui na direção mesmo do sofá igualzinho. E essa poltrona, você arrasta ela pra cá. E essa outra você coloca do outro lado. Pronto, cara. Tá resolvido o teu problema de como é que fala? Layout aqui da sala, tá ligado? Pelo amor de Deus, mano, que bagulho mais horrível. Blizzard é mais safe, mano. Só você ter cuidado pra não destacar no que restou de tempestade. O problema é isso. O problema é você conseguir sair em paz, tá ligado? Esse que é o foda. Você sair todo capotado, mano, pra comprar as coisas, tá ligado? Pô, no calor, você sai no calor. Você liga o ar-condicionado, você vai de carro, pá, tá ligado? Ou, sei lá, pega o busão. Os busão daqui, os busão, eles estão tudo com ar-condicionado agora, tá ligado?
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, mano, dos Alice. Qual que é, Alice? Qual que é, Alice? Holy shit, man. Eu tenho uma porta... Ah, eu achei que eu tinha... Mano, isso aqui é uma porta do escritório dela pro meu, não é? Ela. Uai! Ok.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Então. Tá.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story,
Eu também acho muito boas, cara. Olha isso aí, velho.
No. Seriously.
Os close-ups, tá ligado? Uia.
Even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Com Zegs. Tá sem luz mesmo? Vai fazer o quê? Tem nada pra fazer, né? Você tá de bobeira ali, não tem criança pra cuidar, né? Bright Falls, present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea?
Present fucking day, bro.
Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Lost?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Essa câmera balançando tá me incomodando, velho.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here.
Cara, na moral,
If it's
velho.
any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
I will, sure.
I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Thanks.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Que bonitinho.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like
Mas
me.
porra, coloca numa caixa com gelo, né?
She's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Doc? Alright, Doc. Eu vou falar com a Sarelli.
Testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change
O que essa louca tá fazendo aí de novo?
Take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Just in case.
The sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Okay, thanks.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Cara, olha a sombra da árvore ali na parede, velho. O que me faz pensar é... Tem uma outra parede do outro lado.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
What in the... Where is this? Oh, okay.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Cara, é a história do jogo. Tipo, tá contando a história do jogo. Eu vou passar por isso tudo em algum momento. I'm going. No problem. Lear what? Desaparecidos. Richard Ball, Bruce Dansky, Jacob... Isso aqui são o quê? Os desenvolvedores? Tem cara de dev isso aqui, não tem? Se tiver visto um deles ou souber de seus paradeiros, ligue 5559932. Thanks.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
São os devs, é.
Have you started
Imaginei.
looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Coloca.
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's
Mr. Wade, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Hey,
Mr. Wake,
Hey,
you
can you
get there
turn
through
the
the cell
light?
corridor.
The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Caralho! Mr. Wake!
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
O cara já tá ali já. Bruh. Será que eu consigo ir naquela porta? No, I can't. Cara, essa câmera do lado direito. Ai. Gonna get caught.
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Cara, me lembra bastante.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions.
Pô, eu liguei a luz pra você, amigo.
My staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Bruh.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park.
Cara, até o carro andando, tá ligado? Tudo é muito smooth, velho.
It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake!
Rose.
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Tem uma coisa que me lembra bastante, tipo assim, me dá o mesmo feeling de história. São os filmes do Tarantino com Alan Wake. Porque parece não fazer sentido, mas faz sentido, tá ligado?
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more
Da hora.
importantly, a fan.
Ontem eu assisti o Once Upon a Time in Hollywood aqui.
And she was very helpful when I
foda.
was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
Fósseis do mamute colombiano. Por que eu preciso ler isso aqui? Vai ter de uma coisa interessante. O animal se tornou o mascote oficial do parque. Charlie Entus. Oh, que bonitinho os plushes. Cara, eu tô achando que eu vou começar a fazer isso aqui, tá ligado? Com...
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice. And everything's just...
And everything's just... What the hell? Tipo, jogo de história, tá ligado? Eu vou sempre fazer isso aqui. Eu vou... Cara, o jogo tá muito liso pra mim. E tá 60 frames, cara.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Voltei. Boa, Andrei. Wait here. What I am going to do? Fale com Rusty? What? Quando eu fiz manutenção no meu PC. Há muitos anos atrás. Já preciso fazer de novo. Muitos anos assim, né? Acho que tem... 1 ano e meio, eu acho.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
A branca.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
É. Tá, agora eu sei por que é que precisa saber.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Bruh. Tá, o negócio que ele... O formulário que ele precisa tá por aqui. Aqui. Pega. É que eu preciso, sei lá, pra segunda-feira. Aí é foda, mano. Que acho que quando chega às 19, acho que eu vou usar a branca mesmo. Depois precisar limpar o PC, eu compro a cinza. Mas calma, cara. Você pode esperar, velho. Você vai vender o outro? Dá pra você esperar um pouquinho, pô. É sério, vale a pena, cara. Vale a pena. Eu recomendo você esperar um pouquinho, comprar a cinza e fazer. A não ser que você não, tipo assim, acha que, tipo, tá muito caro agora. Aí passa a branca, mas... ela não é boa mesmo, cara. Não é boa mesmo.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Tem um moicano, velho. Tem um moicano.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Oh, não.
And hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Meu Deus, mano. Lugar longe pra caramba. Pega as chaves e vá para o carro. Anjinho, vou lá. Estou ficando cansado. Obrigado novamente pela live. Tenha um bom jogo, boa noite. Até mais, chat. Climber, dando tudo vocês na boca. Vai lá, Climber. Muito, muito, muito obrigado mesmo pela companhia. É nóis. Tenha um bom descanso. Eu espero que você durma muito bem. E tenha um excelente dia amanhã também, tá bom? Cheio de bottleneck, ao menos por tranquilo, mano. De boa. It's your call. Sei que sabe. Tem problema não, Climber. Não tem problema, tá tudo bem. O importante é que você faça o que te deixa com os pés no chão, tá? E qualquer coisa, se quiser conversar no particular, nós também.
Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York.
Mano, as expressões corporais que ele fica fazendo, velho. Muito bom. Vambora, Barry, seu caralho.